Hey guys, it's Colin and welcome back to our Python class. So, today we will be resuming our Python game. And if you do not remember, it is wormy, which is basically a snake copy. So last time we left off in the middle of our run game function. So today we will definitely finish this and start our show end game. And if we move quickly, we might actually be able to finish the game, alright? So let's just get right into it. Let's just get out of this for loop. Okay, so inside the while true, but still not in the for loop anymore. Now we're gonna be checking for collision. So then let's do this if statement checking if the worm has hit itself, right? So then if the worm at the head 0 equals -1, or so then worm chords, gotta get out of that caps lock, worm chords head x equals cell width, or worm chords head y, y equals -1, or worm chords head off. I'm gonna get this caps lock straight. Head y equals cell height. Okay, so then this one is checking if the worm has hit the edge. Okay. So then we're just gonna return. The reason we return instead of like calling like die or something, because if we look in main, once we finish run game, then it's gonna go straight to show game over screen, which means you died, right? So now we're gonna do for worm body in worm chords from this, right? So this one is gonna be checking if the head is hitting any part of the worm body, right? So then if worm body x equals worm chords head x and worm body y equals worm body why did I do worm body? Worm chords head y. So then if the head is touching any part of the body, you're gonna return. Alright, now we're gonna check if the worm has eaten an apple. Okay, so if worm chords head x equals apple x. So remember, apple is the chord for the apple position, right? Or so, and the head y equals worm chords head y. Wait, what the heck? That should be apple, actually. Apple y. Alright, so then if the head is touching the apple, so let's see something. So the way our worm moves, every frame we're gonna add a head and remove the tail, right? So that's simulating movement, because if you add the head and remove the tail, then it's basically shifting it up one, right? So then if we eat an apple, what's gonna happen? We won't remove the worm's tail, because when we eat an apple, we want to grow one anyway, so then we don't have to remove the tail. And it's a little easier to see, and I will show you this. I'm gonna switch over to my working code. So we're in here. So let's yeah, this is running it, right? So then you see in here we have else del worm chords -1. So then that's gonna be removing it. So then if we comment this out and we run it up, hello, hold on. Oh, that's why. Yeah, you have to comment this out too. Right, let's run this now. So you see this, like we move the worm kind of by adding a new head, right? You see this? Now let's see. See if I just, so that's how we're gonna move the worm, and then let's get out. So let's bring this back. Right, that's how we do it. And then if we hit the apple, you can see we don't have to delete the worm segment because we're gonna add 1 to the worm anyway. So let's switch back to the regular code. Alright, and we're back. So we're gonna do, so then if we hit the apple, we're not gonna remove the tail segment, we're just gonna set the apple to some random location. So get random location, else. So if we didn't hit the apple, then del worm chords -1. So we're gonna remove the last one, right? So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna check where we should add the worm head, because like if it's moving up, we have to move it, we have to add a worm head on top, right? So then new head equals, so this is a chord, x worm chords head x, comma. So then the x will stay the same if you want to add it up, and the y we're just going to subtract 1. Worm chords head y -1. And if you're wondering, like, why do we subtract 1 if you want to move up? It's because in coding, the graphs are kind of like the 4th quadrant in a regular graph. So then if we want to move up, so like the top value will be 0. I'm gonna put up some image. Okay, so then the top value is 0, right? And then as you move down, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So then if we're on 2, we want to go up to 1, it's subtraction, right? So yeah, it's our new head, and then if direction equals down. So then this part, some probably, actually, yeah, I'm just gonna copy paste it. Copy, paste. So then this time, if you want to move down, we're gonna do +1. And now, tab, if direction equals, this time we're gonna do left. Then, so the y will stay the same this time, but then since we're moving left, the x is gonna -1, right? Let's copy this now. Lastly, if direction equals right, then we're gonna add 1 to x plus. Okay. Now, basically done. Okay, so we're just gonna worm chords dot insert. So since this is a new head, we're gonna insert at the front and new head. Okay. And then, so now we're just gonna, this is just like drawing the stuff. So display surf dot fill with the background color. Now we're gonna draw a grid. We're gonna draw a worm with worm chords. We're gonna draw apple with the apple chord. Okay. We're gonna draw the score, which will be the worm. So len of worm chords minus 3. Because, like, you start off with 3 seconds, right? So then your length is gonna be, like, your length minus 3 is gonna be how many apples you ate. Okay, minus 3 pi game dot display dot update, and then FPS clock dot tick for FPS. Alright, so that is all we need, and that is our run game finished. Alright, so let's try it out. Let's go out to run. So make sure run game works. So go like this, click any button. Oh, let's see what's happening here. So alright guys, I figured it out. It is because when we did right, we also did x minus 1. It should be x plus 1. Okay, so now if we click run, and it all works, yeah. Oh. Except line 114. Apparently this is capitalized too. Alright. So okay, finally now we have our game working. Alright. So that is all we have for today. So as always, if you enjoyed, consider subscribing, maybe leave a like and comment. I would really appreciate that. But I don't have much else to say, so I'll see you guys next time.